subscribed, you can comment in the live there as well. So yeah, that there are ways that you can do this. And hello to all my YouTube people. What's up? How's it going? We are live here on TikTok, live here on YouTube, having a good time. I hope you guys are all doing well, man. Yeah, man, I just been chilling. The last few days have been so great and busy, but here in the doing housework, man, yard work and fixing things up. That's what you have to do when you're a homeowner, man. So things have been busy, but I'm so glad to be back and hanging out with you guys, man. Hope everyone is doing well. Eric Gamer says hi. Hi, Eric. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here, man. Most appreciated. So good to see some people jumping in. So I'm going to repeat a little bit of the conversation that we were having on TikTok, because I always like to talk about milestones and goals and all of that jazz, because, I'm an inspirational guy. I got goals. I got dreams. I dream big, and let's talk about it. Came from TikTok. That is Slagger Off-Roads. Yes, Slagger Off-Roads and sub. That's what I'm talking about. You are amazing, and this is the way. I appreciate you, my friend. You know what I get asked a lot? One of my other most asked questions. Can you guys guess it? So the first question was, what is my most asked question on TikTok? And somebody already guessed it on TikTok. So can you guys tell me in the comments, what's my most asked question that I get on TikTok? And then what do you guys think is my second most asked question? I'm gonna just throw that out there. So that'll be another topic of discussion. So let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Am I on your bounty list? That's the number one. That's the number one. Yes, it is. I also sub. Yes, Eric Gamer. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Both you guys. I love seeing new faces. I really, really appreciate it. Hardcore Wolfmaster. Hello. I am back. And so am I, man. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So good to see you guys. Ben, hi, DadaLorian, and it's an I on your bounty list. Can I be on the bounty list? Yes, those are like the main questions. But the other one, so you got that first one right. The other one that I get is, how do I do the Mando voice? I get asked that like all the time. So, demonstration. Hold on, I'm gonna drink some water. It's really just, a bedroom voice. It's just my voice. I don't have a voice modulator or anything. It's literally just my voice. So to speak like the Mandalorian, it's just, you have to be the Mandalorian, and this is the way. It's just my voice, guys. That's it. Nothing else. No voice modulator in my helmet. It's just my voice. That's it. So, yeah, I thought I'd share a little bit of the magic 3D up and close and personal with you guys. Isn't that great? I can semi-do the Mando voice. Nice. Slacker Off-Roads. Yeah, man, thank you guys so much. It's so cool to see, new faces that are tuned in and subscribed. And, it's so great. So, thank you guys so much. It's really cool, man. So, yeah, the cool thing is, and I'm going to repeat a little bit of what we were talking about. I got 2 of the t-shirts here right now. We got to go make more. We got to make more of these. We got to go buy more t-shirts. I might do that tomorrow. So anyway, the goal, one of the big milestones, at least for YouTube anyway, and really this is really dependent and heavily influenced on all of my TikTok people. Because I'll tell you numbers wise, for TikTok, we have 186.4K or something like that followers on that platform, which is amazing. It's crazy. I would have never thought, when I started, that I would have, that much. I know there are other people who have much larger, platforms, and it's like, oh, that's nothing, man. But to me, it's really awesome. It's really cool, and it means the world to me that it's like, wow, that's a crazy amount of people, that you get to influence, that you get to have a part of your community. You know what I mean? So with that, my goal is always to be like, yeah, if any of you guys, particularly those who are on TikTok, I always do my best to try to I don't want to say, it's not like clickbait. That's the wrong word. It's more so to encourage If you guys, are on other platforms such as Instagram, such as YouTube being one of my other, bigger platforms where I, release content consistently. If you guys are over there, I always try to encourage everyone on TikTok, mainly because that's one of my biggest platforms with a following. I always try to encourage everyone from there to check me out on YouTube, because there, I release other content, that you guys might not see, that's still Star Wars, Mandalorian related. So, and with having such a massive following on TikTok, it's like, ideally, if I can get everyone, from my TikTok platform over here on YouTube as well, that way everyone can see everything that I'm doing, it would be amazing. And, obviously, just to share my goals with you guys, obviously, this is, what I love to do. I'm a passionate fan, that's a fan that makes things for the fans, kind of a thing. And I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do. And obviously the goal is to get to that point where it's like, it's weird where it's like, it's like pretty much full time for me already, but not in the sense of like, hey, this is your job and it's really like paying your bills, so to speak. I want to get it to that point where like, hey, this is what I do, and I can confidently, move forward with that and say like, yeah, this is my job, but it's also my passion. And it's also, my hobby turned into my career, sort of a thing. You know what I mean? And a lot of that is based on numbers. A lot of that is based on, just constantly getting your face out there, man. And reaching those higher milestones. So that's my goal. Enough talking about business. I know we got other things to talk about in the stream, but I like to share that personal aspect with you guys where it's like, why I'm asking you to. Like, it's not just about, hey, I need the numbers, but it's more so about the engagement and community. It's a wonderful thing, that we have on TikTok. And I think it'd be really cool. That's my goal, is like every stream that I do is try to bring folks over so they can see and support, and it's like, hey, if you love what I do, here on this other platform, give me that chance if you're on YouTube to be that fresh source of, Star Wars content for you guys, which is really fun. What's your other job? Yeah, great question. So I work as a mentor for certain clients, in my state. So mainly, youth, it could be teenage kids, middle school, elementary, who just have different things going on in their life, whether they're in foster care or, just having different issues that they need to work with, different goals that they need to attain. So I do that part-time. And then I also am an actor. So, my acting is one of those things. It's very, you have to be okay with uncertainty, sneaks in. I see you, Erica. What's up, girl? I'm an actor, and then I also do mentor work. So, but the acting piece, you have to be okay with the uncertainty. I audition more than I, work in that world. You know what I mean? But a lot of the stuff that I do here in my hometown is mainly voiceover. It's commercial work. So if you're local, you probably see me in, certain commercials or heard my voice in different things, stuff like that. So and these are things that I get to do. I try to, always challenge myself with my vocabulary of saying like, hey, these are things that I get to do, where it's very grateful. You know what I mean? Where versus like, oh, I have to do this or this is what I gotta do. Like, I'm very grateful for, what I get to do right now. It's really cool to be in a position where, I get to impact the lives of younger people. But at the same time, I get to work on my craftiness, which is just really cool. Now, ideally for me, I can't wait to get to that point where it's like, hey, I'm in charge completely of, kind of my revenue and, my complete schedule and the way I want that to go. You know what I mean? Which I still kind of am. It's kind of, it's like I said, it's like I'm kind of doing this full time. But not yet. Again, those numbers and engagement definitely speak to that. But to answer your question, yeah, that's what I do. I'm an actor and I'm also a mentor. And then I'm also a full-time dad, full-time husband. I mean, you don't get paid for those things, but you get paid in other ways. You know what I mean? Today is my daughter's 6th birthday. Nice. Tell your daughter happy birthday. Yeah, thank you for supporting, Slagger. You're welcome. I love reading the comments. Are you live anywhere else? Yes, I'm live on YouTube as well. We're going to be talking about some fun stuff. It's Star Wars Weekly Review today. So we're going to be looking at a couple of different things of shows and films that are coming to Disney Plus for Star Wars. So that's going to be our main topic of discussion. So anyway, again, guys, once we get to 10K subscribers on YouTube, I'm going to be doing the giveaway for the DadaLorian t-shirts. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel and leave a comment on one of my most recent videos letting me know that you did. Is Nico in here? DadaLorian has returned. Yes, my boy Nico. Good to see you, man. Everyone, if you're on TikTok, be sure to go and follow my buddy Nico Skywalker. He is amazing. You've seen him on my page. I had a couple friends, and he's one of them that took over my TikTok page while I was absent, and kind of just getting everything put together in the house. And Nico's great, man. It's amazing to see how much he has grown. Both he and I would say initially, and we were kind of like day ones with each other, man, which is so funny. So it's just so crazy to see where everything has grown for both of us. But he's great, and the stuff he does with lightsabers is insane. So if you love Star Wars, you love lightsabers, definitely go check out Nico Skywalker. He's super cool. I donated $5. Oh man, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Hey, like I said, my goal is to get all of you guys from TikTok here to join us on YouTube. And just to continue to get this thing to grow, man. So anyway, that's enough about goals. I'm done talking about goals for now. Maybe I'll talk more about it later. But let's go ahead and jump into our topic of discussion. So I've been seeing, number one, I do want to talk about this because I did a video on this a while ago. And anyone on TikTok who are like my OG followers, you probably remember I did, the Star Wars Would You Rather. You guys remember those videos? I've been releasing those now on YouTube, and they seem to have been doing pretty well as far as the engagement. So I'm excited to see how that does, on the YouTube platform. But anyway, there was one I did that was like Ahsoka versus Luke Skywalker. And it was kind of just one of those obvious no-brainer things. Like Ahsoka, she slaps, she trumps, Luke Skywalker in terms of experience, right? So I'm curious from you guys, because I've been seeing this topic floating around a lot on TikTok. So who do you guys think would win? Ahsoka or Luke Skywalker if they actually went toe-to-toe and fight each other? It's no doubt that, obviously Luke's connection with the Force, is probably stronger, and a lot of that has to do with a lot of his heritage, right? But it's like a no-brainer. Like, come on, Ahsoka, the forms and experience. She was trained by Anakin Skywalker. She fought in the Clone Wars. There's so much that she's seen and knows. That would be a crazy fight. And I feel like I would have to give it to Ahsoka. Even though I love Luke. I love me some Luke, but I don't know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Did you play Fallen Order? No, I did not. But I did watch the story mode. And that's what I tend to do for a lot of video games where I don't have the system. So if I don't have a PS4, PS5, Xbox One, or the Xbox box, I don't know what the new Xbox is called, guys, okay? I have a Nintendo Switch. That's what I play on. So, but anyway, if I don't have the system, I'll just watch, on YouTube to get the story mode and be like, okay, this is what the main story is about. This is who these characters are. So that's what I did with Fallen Order. A buddy of mine has it, and I think I may have played maybe a tad bit when I visited his house. This was a couple years ago. But other than that, no, I haven't played it, man. But it does look really cool. Got Mando costume on, please. Get Mando costume on, please. You can see me in my Mando gear in my videos. Right now, I'm just enjoying being out of the armor and just sitting here and not sweating, and it's nice. It's really nice. But I may do a lot. Typically I'll be in suit for Mando stuff on Mondays because me and Mama Mando, we connect and do some fun stream stuff on TikTok. Have you watched Rebels? Of course. I love Rebels, man. Rebels is the shit. I love me some Rebels, man. Probably a little bit more than I do Clone Wars, which is crazy to say that now. But I love Rebels. Rebels is great. And another thing, I just reordered my pre-order of Harrison Dula Funko Pop. So I just want to let you guys know that. So it's on the way. It's on the way. Xbox Series X, that's what it's called. Yeah. Yeah, she survived Vader, man. So I don't know. Blockbrain came from TikTok, DadaLorian. What's up, Blockbrain? Thanks for being here. How old are you? How old do I look to you guys? Actually, don't answer that because I've gotten some weird stuff before where like people were like, "Oh, I thought you were like 40 or 45." I'm like, what? Where? How? But then there's other people that are like, "Oh, I thought you were like 21. I thought you were like 25." I'm like, "Aw, that's cool. I like that. Keep talking like that. That's nice." You think I'm 24? Hey, you know what they say? Black don't crack. Black don't crack. That's why everybody goes to the dark side. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Dad joke of the evening. He's in his 30s. He's in his dirty 30s. No, I'm actually 29. I'm actually 29, so I'll be 30. 25 to 30. Okay, yeah. See, you're in the range, man. You're in the range. So yeah, I'll be 30 in March of next year. So it's creeping around the corner really quick. 32? Wow. That feels mature. Even though I feel like I'm not mature enough to be like 32, but whatever. But you guys are in the close range. So 29. Yeah, you were close. Happy early birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, it's so cool to be back and just hanging out with you guys. I have to say it was a bit of it was refreshing. I think you always kind of need a refresher, especially from social media. You got to take care of your physical, mental health and make sure that you're not just putting out the quantity of things, but you want good quality, with your content. And I think the break away and having my friends from TikTok kind of take over was kind of nice. Where it was like, I wanted to reevaluate and make sure, I'm giving you guys the best content and not just the most content, that I could put out. Which there are other days where it's really fun, where it's like, hey, how many videos can I do? But, at the same time, I like to, still make sure that it's good quality stuff that you guys are going to want to come back for and be engaged with, So I think, yeah, just having that refresher over the break was pretty nice. Blackbrain said, I read that saying he is in his 30s, and so first thing came to mind was 32. 32. Hey, 32 is better than 42. I'd be like, if you thought it was 42, I'm like, what? Jeez, man. I need to hit the gym. Which, and also, like, I'm getting back into my workout routine this week, which is great, man. So it's just, it's just moving. Moving throws everything off, dude. It really does. So now that we're settled, oh yeah, and I got to film a house tour. Holy crap. I got to do that. I was supposed to do that today, and I did not do it. So I got to do it tomorrow. So anyway, that's coming, and that'll be really fun. Am I on are you on my bounty list? Do you want to be on my bounty list? That's the real question. Let me know. So you know what? Let's go ahead and kick it off, guys. I want to get this party started. You know what I mean? Let me share my screen with you guys. So one of the big topics that have always been going around is, Sebastian Stan, suiting up, to play Luke Skywalker, in The Mandalorian. And I'm sure you guys have already seen this image before. But it's kind of one of those tabletop discussions that I wanted us to have in tonight's stream. So for those who are on TikTok, if you have another browser opened up, I'm live on YouTube as well, so go over there and check me out. Are you on Insta? Yes, I am. DadaLorian. Same logo, same name, same thing for TikTok. If you're on YouTube, check me out over there. Same logo, same name, same face. DadaLorian. This is the way. Hey, Mando, when's your birthday? Should I tell people my birthday, or is that like too much information? Oh, whatever. What the hell? My birthday is March 23rd. March 23rd. I'm not going to get into like the year and all that stuff. You guys can do the math. But March 23rd. So if you want to send me a birthday gift, that'd be awesome. What What's up? Hello. Am I on your bounty list? Yes, you are on my bounty list. Two actually way to get off. So anyway, I'm sure you guys have seen this image, of Sebastian Stan that was created, making him in the form of Luke. Now, I've seen things in other interviews and tweets from Mark Hamill himself, saying that, this guy is like a splitting image of, younger Luke, when Mark Hamill played the character in his younger days, of the original trilogy. And to hear that coming from Mark Hamill is pretty astounding. Now, there was also an article, well, not an article, but there was a video interview that came out like a while ago of Sebastian Stan saying, because he was asked like, hey, there's been a lot of talk of people, fans really wanting him to play, a younger Luke Skywalker. And you've seen, what happened with Ahsoka. I'm spacing out on the actress' name that plays Ahsoka now, in live action. But that's how it was kind of campaigned, was through fan art. And people had seen that, and that idea caught on. And eventually she was approached, and boom, now she was casted as Ahsoka. And we kind of see this happening with Sebastian Stan, where it's just uncanny, man. You look at him and it's like, wow. If and I'm going to get into my thoughts about why I think it's a great idea, why I think it could really work, why I think it would be really cool. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But again, it's one of those things you have to wonder, like Disney executives and people at Lucasfilm, I'm sure they've got to hear the buzz just as much as we're talking about it. I'm sure they have to look at the pictures and be like, you know what though? Like, we can save a lot of money, potentially, depending on how much you have to pay the actor. But at the same time, they can save a lot of money in terms of, versus doing the de-aging process. Because if you guys watch the Mandalorian Gallery, the Disney Gallery Mandalorian, the most recent episode about Luke Skywalker, we learn that it's quite a process. It's really quite a process with the lighting, with getting the facial recognition and all of that stuff, and then having a body double to match that. It is a process. So my thought is, if they're going to continuously want to bring in younger prime Luke, into the equation of what's going on right now, I don't see them constantly doing de-aging. I think that would take way too much time, versus if Sebastian Stan was given the blessing, from, Mark Hamill, say, you know what, I think it's time for you to take on this role. Now, here's what I think. I think it will happen. I think that's what's going to happen. And I really hope that Mark Hamill does give him the blessing. But this is kind of what I felt in watching the the gallery, Disney Gallery of Mandalorian. I feel like that episode was kind of a love letter to Mark Hamill himself. Where, there are multiple feelings about how his character was dealt with, in the sequel trilogies, whether you like it or not. I've grown to really appreciate, what his character portrayed in, the new trilogy. I've grown to, be accepting of it and actually enjoy aspects of it. But for fans who, I think that the biggest problem is a lot of the gaps that needed to get filled in. It's like the last time you seen Luke Skywalker, he was this guy in Return of the Jedi, and then to go from that guy that you knew in Return of the Jedi to what you've seen in, the sequel trilogies was quite a shift. It was a bit of a difference. So, I think that's where there was a lot of friction and different opinions that, and again, it's a lot of stuff that kind of just needed to get filled in, a lot of gaps that needed to get filled in as far as time, like what all happened to his character. Obviously, we know what happened, but it's still like, hey, man, the last time I seen you, we still need to see what led up to that. I think that portion of time is something that I think a lot of fans value and would like to see. And if we're going to go back to those moments, if we're going to explore those moments, I think the best way to do it is obviously, recasting. You could do a thing. And this is why I'm saying Sebastian Stan would be perfect, because I feel like, when they brought in Luke for The Mandalorian in the season 2 finale, I think, again, it was a love letter to Mark Hamill. And it was to say, hey, let's do it one more time, but let's do it right. Let's do it right for the fans, the OG fans, new fans alike. and let's remember Mark Hamill Luke the way that we grew up with him. I think that's kind of what I got, that emotional weight. It was like, okay, this is for Mark. That's a lot of what I felt watching it. I'll be interested to hear you guys' opinions, but that's a lot of what I got, when I watched the episode. Now, we know that we're gonna see Luke again, because he's training Grogu. And, by the way, this is just a quick little snippet for you guys, for you to know. I do have a video coming out. It should be next month, sometime next month or in October. But anyway, it's talking about, I think it's about it's about Jedi Knight Academy and exploring a Luke Skywalker show. So that's really exciting too. So just be prepared for that. That's on my YouTube channel. So for those who are not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe on YouTube so you can see all of that stuff. So anyway, that's going to be coming out, which is really fun, and I kind of explored that. So again, when we know that we're going to see this character again, Luke Skywalker, I feel like if we're going to have more moments with him, more talking, more action, it can't just be him hooded, you know what I mean? You're going to have to see his face. You're going to have more of those, close-up moments. And I think the easiest, most logical, and authentic way to do it would be to recast. And I think what fans would like to see, based on looks, right? And I think acting potential, I think Sebastian Stan could really do it. And now, I also mentioned there was a video interview that he was in. He said, he's heard about the hype. He knows about all the hype that fans have kind of put out there in terms of him, being wanted to kind of like fan casted as Luke Skywalker. But he said he won't believe any of it until he gets a call from Mark Hamill himself saying, he's got the green light to share this role with him, which I think is very humbling. And, I think it's a respectful way to go about, such a legendary character and such a legendary actor, when you're thinking of Mark Hamill. But the fact that Mark Hamill's already tweeted multiple times and come out and said multiple times, like, yeah, this guy's a splitting image of, his younger self, and he's definitely looks like a younger Luke. I mean, that's confirmation within itself, man. So it's interesting and exciting to see what could come of that. I just think, recasting for, younger Luke would probably be the way to go. Let me know what you guys think of this. I, for one, think that would make most sense, when we think about, going into The Mandalorian Season 3, it's kind of one of those things of like, yeah, we know we're going to see Luke. I know The Mandalorian Season 3 is not about Luke. It's about The Mandalorian. But at the same time, I think, if we're going to have the character, come back in, the best way to reevaluate that is, to recast, with the right person. Now, here's the thing about Sebastian Stan, too. I think he's got to be okay with the responsibility and weight that comes with that character. Because once you do anything Star Wars, once you do anything that's, and we're talking about the guy himself, we're talking about Luke Skywalker. Once you take on that role, there's so much positive and negative and, that's going to go into that. And he's got to be, I feel like he can handle it, obviously. But it's also, can he bring out what's Luke? That's kind of one of the questions that they asked, in the gallery, is like, what makes Luke Skywalker Luke Skywalker? What makes Luke Luke? And it's also about him as an actor. Can he deliver that? Can he bring that to the table? Not just the looks, but can he also deliver the essence of that character? I think he could. Absolutely. I think he's a good actor, So I'll be interested to see, what's explored with that. So we'll see what happens. I'm tired from school. Oh, that sucks, man. Someone says, bye, Ben. Hope you enjoy your time here. Yeah, hey, go get some rest, Hardcore Wolfmaster. Thank you for being here and hanging out. Your brain is dying after trying to do math at 3 a.m. Why are you trying to do math at 3 a.m.? That's exactly why your brain is dying. What are you doing? And where are you in the world? What is happening right now? So yeah, number one, I just wanted to talk about that because I'm really excited for that, and I think it could be really stinking cool, man. But I ultimately am all for recasting for Luke. Let me know what you guys think. I typed on your YouTube just like you said. Nice. I will definitely go and check it out, man. Definitely after the stream, I'll go and check it out and look at those comments and respond back to you guys. Got to go. Bella is back with ice cream. Oh, nice. Go enjoy that ice cream. Have a good birthday party. That sounds fun. So other topics of discussion, guys. We have, let's see. We got to talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I am very, very excited for this. By the way, I really feel like this project for Obi-Wan Kenobi, next year, it's going to be the thing that's going to shatter the internet, man. It's going to like freeze up Disney Plus and everything's going to like crumble because of how massive this project is going to be. Like, it's going to be crazy. So let's read up on it. Let's see what they're talking about here. Let's browse. Oh, season 1. I think it has an episode listing. So, are there only 6 episodes? So, oh yeah, it doesn't have anything else listed. But so far we know that there's 6 episodes. So my thought is, I wonder if it's going to be very episodic. So like each one being like almost feeling like a movie, where I think, and I heard something about it like possibly being like an hour for each one. I don't know. We'll see, but that'll be interesting. What I wanted to look at was the cast. Let me go back to that really quick. Yeah, where's the cast at? There they are. So number 1, we got Hayden Christensen, obviously as Darth Vader. Yeah, there are 6 episodes. That's gonna be crazy. Yeah, we also have Owen Lars, obviously coming back. Maya Erskine. I don't know who she would be playing. I'm not sure what character she'd be playing. And then Rupert Friend. O'Shea Jackson Jr. That's Ice Cube's son. I wonder what character. You know what he kind of reminds me of is a younger. Gosh, somebody helping me out in the comments. Why am I blanking out on his name? He was in Rogue One. He was the black dude. He was also in Rebels, but his first debut was in Rogue One. We also briefly seen him in Bad Batch. The season 1 of that. I wonder if O'Shea Jackson Jr. is playing a younger version of. Why am I missing out on his name? I gotta look it up. Because it's gonna kill me if I don't. Hold on. Rogue One characters. I'm like, it's gonna like freaking flip me out. Saw Gerrera. Yeah, there we go. I was like, I know his name. Why couldn't I think of it? So yeah, I wonder if he's gonna play like a younger Saw Gerrera. That's possible. It is quite possible. But I mean, I could be wrong. He could just be a different character as well. Who knows? Sung Kang, he was in the Fast franchise, so he's gonna be in here. Moses Ingram, not sure who she's playing. Simone Kessel, Kumail Nanjiani. He's also in Eternals. That guy's like jacked now. It's crazy. And then Ian McGregor, of course, he's gonna be there because he's Obi-Wan. Bonnie Piaz. What? She's gonna be in this? I could see her being like Satine. I could easily see her being Satine, possibly. Her or this lady, Indira Varma. And then you have Benny Safdie. I'm sure this isn't all the cast. I'm sure they're gonna there's probably other people that are just kind of hidden, that they just can't reveal quite yet. Interesting. So I wouldn't doubt that. I feel like one of the things I really hope from this show for Obi-Wan Kenobi is that they explore. This is just my biggest thing. Because by the way, Juliana Christine, I gotta give her a shout out because that's literally like her whole spill. She talks about Corky Kenobi, Obi-Wan Kenobi, all of that, all those theories with that. But I really hope that it comes true. I really hope that we get to explore like that in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, where it's like him and Duchess Satine. We know that they had a history together, but nothing's been confirmed as far as like what that history and relationship was like. But then you have this character, Corky, who apparently is the nephew to the Duchess Satine and the nephew to Bo-Katan, but neither one of them are his mother, right? And we don't know that either one of them had another sister or brother. So it's just he's this random nephew that's in the picture that looks a lot like Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's a redheaded kid, blue eyes, living on Mandalore, and his mom, his auntie and Obi-Wan, had a past relationship with each other. This is before Obi-Wan, got into the Jedi, order. So I wonder if, at some point, like, did they have a love child? And that's Corky Kenobi. I really hope that gets, like, explored and is canonized in the Obi-Wan show. That's all I want. That's it. I just want Corky, man. I really hope that they, like, just make it official. Stop playing games, Dave Filoni. Just make it official. So, we'll see what happens, man. Now, another thing that I would love to see in this show for Obi-Wan, if you guys remember Ray Park, he's the actor, stunt actor who, plays Darth Maul. On his Instagram a while ago, he was posting some things like, meet me on Dathomir, and showing behind-the-scenes stuff of him, like, gearing up as Darth Maul. So, my thought is this. I think if you think of certain heroes or the hero's journey, every hero kind of has, like, an arch enemy. So, for Obi-Wan Kenobi, who do you think his arch enemy is? Well, obviously, definitely Darth Maul. I would say Darth Maul a little bit more than Darth Vader, but I feel like Darth Maul and Obi-Wan have always had, like, this almost symbiotic, long-lasting hatred and relationship in terms of their history with each other. So I feel like for the Kenobi show, it would only make sense to bring back Darth Maul, because obviously we know that he dies in Rebels, but this is way before that. This takes place, this is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, right? At least it's 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So I think there's plenty of room and to, like, explore, like, another confrontation before that final confrontation, in Rebels with Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm all for that. I really want to see that. And give my boy some more lines in live action. Obviously, there's a lot of us in the Star Wars community, the Star Wars fandom. If you've watched Rebels, if you watched Clone Wars, then of course, we got to see more of Maul. We got that there. But if you're just one of the moviegoers, right, and you're looking back on, like, the prequels, you're like, man, he was one of the coolest characters and he didn't have one line. So I think the Kenobi show would be a cool place to explore a little bit of that. And there's one thing that I asked before that I think would be really interesting. I don't know if it'll ever happen. It might not be necessary. But, one thing that we've never seen is Darth Maul go up against Darth Vader. And I'm just saying if, it could be very brief. It could be a conversation where they meet, or it could be a moment where they have a duel or something. And Darth Vader obviously would best him. But I'm just saying, I think that would be an interesting thing to see, nonetheless, is Darth Vader versus Darth Maul as well, in the pursuit of Obi-Wan. You know what I mean? I just think that would be really interesting. So let me know what you guys think. But overall, I have to say, I am very excited for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. I think it's literally going to be one of those things that is going to shatter the internet. It is going to shake everything next year. Of course, I'm excited for Mandalorian Season 3. But guys, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So, yeah, wear Mando. I'm wearing my Grogu shirt and my Mando hat. The Mando gear is just, in its container right now because, it gets hot in there sometimes, So I want you guys to see my face. Can we just hang out and I show my chocolate face and we all just chill together? Let's do that. Have you got a Discord group? I do, but my Discord sucks. And it's really just me figuring out, like, when I'm going to do it. But you know what? If you guys want to check it out, why don't I do this? I will share my Discord server with you guys. So here, let me see. Invite people. Copy that. There it is. I got it. Cool. So this is what I'm going to do for you guys. Post it in the chat. So if you want to follow me on Discord, you're more than welcome to. There you go. And I'm just trying to figure out when's a good time to do it. I've been trying to figure out when's a good time to do it because I go live in the evenings. So, and everyone's kind of at work and school throughout the day. So it's just one of those things I may have to do it just like on weekends where we just kind of, and my Discord is really there just for us to chill and hang out and kind of like chat, you know, where I really don't have much of an agenda. But if you guys just want to chill and chat, ask random ass questions, that's where we can do that. Elias Martin says, hi, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Block Brain says, I can help with Discord. I run lots of them. Oh, nice. Yeah, man, you and my friend Erica, she's a great help. She even gave me like a video tutorial that I still need to watch thoroughly and go over. Yeah, so that's the link to mine. So if you want to hop in, let me know, man. I would greatly appreciate all the support. He doesn't have anything set on his Discord. I got to do some work on mine for sure. So those of you who are more experienced and those of you who value Discord, let me know and I can get that going. I already have one, but I just need to be more active on it. I typed on your YouTube. Nice. I'll be responding to the comments after the stream, and we would definitely get to those comments. And thank you guys so much for all who have come from TikTok and are subscribing and engaging. It really helps me out so much. So thank you so much. That's all I have to say about Kenobi. I'm just excited for the show, man. I'm excited for Luke and to see possibilities that could come with that. I'm excited for Kenobi and all the things that we could possibly see with that, man. And Book of Boba Fett this December, a lot to be excited for, guys. So we have another topic that we're going to talk about, and that's about Grogu. But before we get into that, now I want to offer up that time to you guys. So I haven't done this in a while, but for those who do have questions and you want to like come on into the stream and hang out, I just posted a link. So for my folks on TikTok, I'm live on YouTube as well. If you want to talk face to face, I just posted a link. And obviously, if you're here on YouTube, that's there. So you can click on that, and then I can pop you in. I'll give you guys like 1 to 2 minutes if you guys want to just pop in and chat for a little bit. But yeah, if you guys have questions, Star Wars, Mando related, anything talking about tonight, cosplay stuff, whatever, I posted that link so that it will pop you right in, and we can talk face to face here on the stream. So let me know if you guys are interested. That's there. I'll leave that there for a couple minutes. As we continue to go on. Why are you streaming so late, bro? Why not though, bro? Why not? Honestly, I would have streamed earlier, probably like around 6, but it's just today was a little wonky. My wife, she had to work. So, I'm at home with my daughter. My in-laws are here, but I'm still cooking dinner, house stuff, craziness. So yeah, typically I would try to go live like around 6. So it'd be a little bit earlier. But I've moved the streams to evenings in general because day streams don't seem to work anymore. Because a lot of you guys are at work, a lot of you guys are back in school. So now I have to kind of like switch that and cater to, what works best for everyone. So yeah. Hey, I made it to a stream though. Yes, you did. Thanks for being here. And looks like my buddy Hardcore Wolfmaster wants to pop in. Let's pop him in. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Hello.
What brings you on tonight?
Just chilling, relaxing.
Yeah, man. You and me both, man. It's a lo-fi but fun vibe tonight. You guys have been great.
Yes.
I assume you have questions. What's your questions?
I don't have any. I don't really have any questions. I just want to talk to you.
Oh yeah, man. Absolutely. What would you want to talk about?
I don't know anything.
All right. Let me see. Hardcore Wolfmaster, you've been on here for a while. I know you've been following me for a good minute. You follow me on TikTok as well, right?
Yes.
what are your favorite style of videos that I've done? Do you like the ones where I like have questions kind of pinned, or like, I guess my main question is like, which one of your favorite videos that I've done on TikTok?
Um, I'll say just do what you love, and also some do what other people will like.
Yeah,
So you know.
yeah. I hear that. Do what you love, have fun. When you love it, other people love it. I
Yeah.
hear that. Now, here's a question for you. What is your favorite Star Wars character?
Oh, I'm Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, Kylo Ren.
Ooh,
I can't
okay.
decide on those.
It's hard, isn't it? When I get asked that, like, who's my favorite Star Wars character? It, I mean, obviously, Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. I mean, when you've
Yeah.
branded yourself after a character, it's kind of obvious. But but before that, I mean, it's always been Luke for me. I've always loved Luke. Anakin. I've always had a good favor for him too. I think his story is tragic, but it's also interesting at the same time. But I've also always been Luke from day one. Luke from day one for sure. And then aside from that, I really love Kanan Jarrus. Kanan Jarrus is definitely one of my favorite Jedi. Aside from Luke. But yeah, I get that's one of the questions I get asked all the time. So, yeah, man.
I don't really get that question often.
Really? Yeah.
Mainly because I keep some of the stuff I like low profile
Yeah.
because of certain stuff that may happen since I go to school.
Oh, I hear that. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Yeah, my last question to you. What's your favorite Star Wars movie?
I'll say the original trilogy.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, you can't go wrong with the OT, man. Original trilogy is. I just watched Return of the Jedi. No. Yeah, I watched Empire and then Return of the Jedi. And what's so funny is like they are timeless, but you also learn something new every time you watch them. You're like, oh wait, I didn't notice that before. And I feel like that's a lot with a lot of the Star Wars movies in general. Like you give them time, they just get better and better, and then the more you rewatch certain things, you're like, oh, wait a second, I didn't notice that before. So yeah, man, I love me some Star Wars movies. Well, I'll let you go. Thank you so much for popping in and hanging out with me, man. And
thank you.
I will be
for
live.
Talking to me.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being here and hanging out. I appreciate it. This is the way. Take care, buddy.
You too.
And I've seen other comments from you guys. There was someone that said, you're starting high school tomorrow? That sucks. I'm just kidding. High school was all right, just have fun and just have fun and learn and stay out of trouble. You'll be good. High school's not too bad. Dude, I'm a huge fan of your videos with Baby Yoda. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That actually transitions into our next topic, which is about Baby Yoda, Mr. Grogu himself. So, with that, should I grab Grogu? Come here, Grogu. Get over here, Grogu. We're gonna bring Grogu right into the mix, because why not? Because we're talking about Grogu. If you're gonna talk about the child, you gotta have the child in hand. You also have the same shirt. Yes, Walmart gang. Let's go. So anyway, one of the other, mainly like the last topic that we're going to be talking about tonight is Grogu. So one of the things with his character, I've talked about this, other times with you guys in different videos, different streams, and I believe his character is set up to be bigger than what we may know. And with that, I think it's one of those things that it really boils down to his species. It boils down to his capabilities. And it also boils down to his experience. So one thing you have to think about is Grogu, he's literally the embodiment of a man-child. So, I mean, he's a baby, right? But he's like 50 years old. And that alone says a lot, about his species. Just like Master Yoda. What was he like? I mean, he had to have been like 800 and something. when he died, Master Yoda, right? So Grogu's going to live a long time. He's going to outlive the Mandalorian. He's going to outlive the sequel characters, right? So Grogu, I definitely see him as one of those characters that's definitely the future of the franchise. And that doesn't mean that he's going to become the next Master Yoda, but I'm excited to see what he does become. I'm excited to see, what becomes of him, in season 3 of The Mandalorian, whatever segments that we do get. Because I feel like Grogu is also one of those characters that can, bounce around into, different projects in Star Wars. And that's really the main thing I wanted to talk about with him, and also hear from you guys to kind of hear what you guys think. But again, I think he's definitely the future of the franchise, because his species, they live and they age very slowly, right? And they live for a long time. So I think, he's going to outlive a lot of the characters that we know of. So with that means he's going to have an impact for many years down the road, which would be really interesting. So as long as that's explored, as long as his character is kind of continued to be pushed out, down the road in other projects, I think you can definitely see his character for a long time. It's one of those things that's kind of trippy when you think about, Master Yoda. You're like, wow, he, was like 800 and something when he died. But at the same time, as a viewer, you got the vibe of that. But it's like, of course, we didn't see all of that time. We didn't see everything. We get snippets of what he was like a little bit younger, in like the High Republic. But again, we didn't see everything that, all of his training and all that stuff that led up to where, he was in the prequels, right? We didn't see all of that stuff. But again, I really hope that, we get to see these early moments pushed down to future moments with Grogu. I hope that will be the difference, versus, Master Yoda and Grogu. I hope that will be the difference between their characters, is that, yeah, you got to see from beginning to the end, with Grogu. Whereas with Master Yoda, he was always like this mystery. He's this wise, older Jedi, that has been around for years. You got that vibe, but you didn't see what that process was like. You just seen him in his older, years. So I think it would be really cool to have that explored, with Grogu, down the road. Nice setup, DadaLorian. Thank you. Yeah, the setup is great. Got some, I got like my Funkos and everything back there. It's great, dude. It's really great. And I just ordered another Funko today. It was who was it? Was it Wrecker from the Bad Batch? Yeah. So that'll be coming soon, which is really fun. And it looks like I missed comments. Did I miss comments? Jeez. Maybe not. Maybe I'm all caught up. I don't know. 1994. Oh, that's your birthday? Why are you typing in your birthday? What's going on? So yeah, that's my thoughts on Grogu. I really feel like he's definitely going to be the future of the franchise. I definitely see that. And I'm all for it, man. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Now, again, we know that he's training with Luke right now. I know there's a lot of fears that people have, like, oh, is Kylo Ren going to kill him? Because we know what happens with, Luke's school. I don't think so. I think that's many years down the road. I've heard rumors that The Mandalorian Season 3 could potentially be taking place a few years later, from the moment where we left off in Season 2. So that's just a rumor that I've heard could be true. It really could be true. It could be like 2 or 3 years later, or 5 years later. Who knows? So I'll be interested to see, what's all changed with Grogu, what's all changed with Din Djarin, come that time. But again, I think Grogu's only with Luke Skywalker for as long as he needs to be. It's one of those things of him working through his past, and it's also one of those things of him really learning how to harness his capabilities, which based off of poster art. Where's that poster? I'm going to look that up really quick. Luke Skywalker Grogu poster. Yeah, there it is. Let's pull that up on display. Let me share that with you guys. You guys know what I'm talking about, but I just like showing you guys so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. So yes, this picture here. And for those on TikTok, you can't see it because I'm on YouTube. So come and join us. Be sure to subscribe. Do you have a crush on Mama Mando? Do I have a crush on Mama Mando? Absolutely. Yeah, the Beskar, the guns, the badassery. I mean, how could you not, man? She's great. Mama Mando is great. Nah, but she's a friend of mine, man. We're just friends. I'm a married man with children. But no, if I have to go with a Mando cosplay crush, Mama Mando's at the top for sure. You can let her know I said that. You should grow your beard out and have a Moff Gideon look. Yeah, okay, I can't. Yeah, I'll be quiet. I was gonna say something, but I can't. I can't say anything, so I'll be quiet. But anyway, yeah, no, Moff Gideon is cool. I have a Funko Pop of Moff Gideon, but here's the thing with cosplay for me. It's one of those things you have to be able to relate with the character. And obviously being black, you get those. My entire life I've had like, oh, do you want to cosplay as Mace Windu? No, I don't want to be bald. Do you want to cosplay as Finn? You'd be a good Finn. No, like it's just because I'm black. You know what I mean? But now, hey, if you read High Republic, we got loaded, Bell Zettifar and a few other characters that are, that got some melanin, and they're Jedi. So, it's cool to see more representation. I'm all about it. But for me, when it comes to cosplay, it's one of those things you have to be able to relate to that character. There has to be something that draws you in, aside from just the badassery. But it's something that's like, you know what, I can connect and I enjoy, digging into the aspects of that character. That's how I go about cosplay. It's not about like, oh man, I love the show. Of course I love the show, The Mandalorian, right? And I love the character Din Djarin, but it's like, for me, it was one of those things. Like I've always been a Star Wars fan. When the show first came out, I was just a new dad. So we just had our daughter like around that time, and you watch the show and it's about this badass bounty hunter traveling through the galaxy protecting this little child. And if you're a Star Wars fan, you're a cosplayer, you're sitting at home watching this, you're like, this was made for me, man. This is great. You know what I mean? Like, I get to enjoy this new, story of Star Wars, with my kid. So it was one of those things I got to really relate with, especially being a new dad at the time. And being a cosplayer, it was like, oh yeah, obviously this is badass. I definitely want to go for that. So for me, it's not always just about the look of a character. It's more of like, there's something in it that you have to relate to, for me. There's a good thing about adding different races, and it's just when they overdo it that it becomes an issue, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think it's about I think I hear what you're saying. It's more of changing ethnicities, changing races that I think is just weird. We need more representation. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, add in more Asian people, add in more Latina people, add in more black people in Star Wars, because they do exist. You know what I mean? So like, I think those things are great. I'm all about that. But it's like, it's one of those things of like, hey, think like 15, 20 years from now, they were like, you know what? Why don't we make Luke Skywalker black? Yeah, let's change Luke Skywalker to a black guy, because, that'll really appeal to the black community, and they'll be able to relate to that character. No, like, you don't need to do that. Here's a perfect example. Like, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, none of them are white. Sorry, none of them are black, right? None of them are black. When I grew up, right? Now I know now we have different versions, Miles Morales, so on and so forth. But here's the thing. I never had to still relate with those characters without them necessarily looking like me, because it was one of those things. The way that they were created was, once you put on that mask, once you put on that costume, you become this different person. Nobody knows who you are under that mask. You know what I mean? And I think that's the magic of it. And then, the struggles that they go through as heroes, you love watching that and dealing with that, whether it's real life stuff, dealing with grief, or paying bills or whatever, doing homework and trying to be a superhero by day and, all those different things. You can still relate with that, and you found it enjoyable. And it wasn't like, oh, let's change the race just so it appeals to other people. That's a term that's been thrown out before called tokenism. And it's like, yeah, that we don't need. We don't need tokenism. The difference is we do need more representation. And that's create original characters that look like most of the world, and not just one particular group of people. So I think that's one thing that I'm always rooting for. Like, I'm all about representation. Like, yeah, we need more of that, but we don't need tokenization. Like that's kind of insulting, where it's like, yeah, no, just make original characters, and bring in more representation. But we don't need to recreate characters for some idea of making other people feel like they can relate with them, when we have already been relating with these characters because they're good characters. They have good stories, and we can relate with the story. We can relate with those characters without them necessarily always looking like us. But representation still matters. It does matter, and we definitely need more of that for sure. Brain has no caffeine. Your brain has no caffeine. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Age 15, correct. You're what? LOL here is a hint for the day. It is in the year. What are you? Oh, you're talking about your birthday? I'm not gonna guess your birthday. I'm terrible at guessing games. Who would win, Mando or Batman? That is a question. That is a question. I mean, I'm biased, so I'm probably gonna go with Mando, but everybody will probably be like, "Oh, Batman just needs, 2 hours of prep time," and I'm like, why does this guy always need prep time? Come on now. But I don't know. I think that's one thing I want to do for a fan film, like a versus type of thing, like death battle. I'm working on that in some way. Like, that's an idea of something I want to bring to my YouTube channel. So hold your horses. It's coming. That's one thing I definitely want to bring to you guys. I think would be really cool. It's Batman versus Mando. Batman probably would win. I don't know. Batman defeated the whole Justice League. So if he could do that, he might be able to beat Mando. But here's the thing, though. This is why I say I don't know. Is because if you think about their characters, they're literally the same person in a sense. They both are dark, brooding characters. They both watch their parents die in front of their eyes. And they both carry around a kid as their sidekicks. Right? So they're literally like the same person, different universes. Right? They got badass gear, costumes, Batmobile, Razor Crest. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're literally the same person, different universes. So that's why this matchup would be so interesting, is like, they're so similar. Who wins? You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, there's been so many moments where you've seen, Din Djarin, cut it close where you're like, oh man, is he going to get beat? Is he going to die? But he always finds a way out of it. He's really smart. You know what I mean? Same thing with Batman. He's always 10 steps ahead of his enemies. When you think it's the end, he still finds a way out. It's like the Lupin effect. You know what I mean? So that's why I think the matchup would be, that's why I can't clearly say who would win. Is running low on TikTok on my battery. But they're so similar. They're so stinking similar. So I don't know, man. Mando has less gadgets. He's got a lot of gadgets. He's got, the flying birds, flamethrowers, guns. He's got the grenades. He's got the rope thing, Beskar, jetpack. He's got the thing on his leg that's like the side missiles that shoot out. What else am I missing? I'm sure there's other stuff too. So he's got a lot. He's got quite a bit for sure. I mean, what else does Batman have besides, black tidy whities and a cape and a utility belt? Am I being biased? Am I being a little biased? Maybe. But anyway, guys, we have reached our hour. So that comes to the end of our stream. That is pretty much all that I had on the table for tonight. But you guys have been great. Thank you so much for hanging out. All my TikTok people, be sure to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel now. Comment on my most recent video or this live stream, because it should be posted here in just a minute as soon as I'm done. And just let me know you came from TikTok. Once we get to 10K subscribers, I'm doing a giveaway of my DadaLorian t-shirts. So be sure to go and check that out so you guys can get your hands on them, because I'm going to be doing a free giveaway. Once we get to 10K subscribers. So that's everyone here. Make sure you are subscribed, because once we get to 10K, I'm picking people, and I'm just going to send you guys some, t-shirts that are of my brand, which would be really cool. So thank you guys so much for hanging out and being here. You guys are amazing. I'm going to go ahead and end here on TikTok, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. And you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out, being here. The stream was great. It's good to be back. Let me know if this time works good with you guys. I feel like evenings are better. I'll try to go a little bit earlier, like around 5 or 6 next time. We'll see you tomorrow. But anyway, thank you guys. May the force be with you. This is the way.